wracking, like, oh, one, just back to back. And then, that one inning Wiley kind of pulled away. And I was yelling for your boys sitting on the Wiley side. And it was like, I could feel people like giving me the daggers. And I'm like, sorry, but I'm going to root for these two boys at least.
I never sat down at either game. I stood behind at Gym Ed. I parked even with not T-ball, but coach pitch or machine pitch. You make sure you park. That's one thing as a growing up playing baseball. You get a distance away. All right, it won't hit it farther than this. Yeah. So I went and I made it out to the first game out of Gym Ed and stood next to Zane. And again, one of our previous Hodgepack Sport Clips Youth Player of the Week winners, Dixon. He was asking all the questions, and it was really funny. A kid would strike out that y'all were playing against, and Dixon go, "Strike there, you're out."
Yeah.
and Zane was like, "Dixon, you can't say that. I mean, they know they struck out. They don't need you telling them." It's getting heckled by a 5-year-old. Yes, exactly. So, and then I stuck around and watched that game, and of course watched the game on Saturday. And so, it's fun. That game Saturday, which Wiley ended up beating Snyder in the championship. We lost to Snyder in the semifinal round, and that was a heartbreaker. Yeah. Lost in extra innings by 1 run. We gave up 4 runs with 2 outs to lose by 1. 2011-ish Rangers. Yeah, it was just like find a way to lose. And I will tell you, the thing that you mentioned it. Sitting where you were sitting and fans and all that is, I've said all along not the lower the level. Well, I guess it is. It's the lower of level, not size, but like if you start with little dribblers, work your way up to the varsity or in college or high school, it's the harder to call. And it's not only the harder to call, it's the more intense. Mm-hmm. I think the younger the kid, the crazier the parent may or may not get.
Yeah, that tracks.
And so it's interesting. You've got this because it's a combination. And we'll just make this part of the Lawrence Hall Headline Report, LawrenceHallAvenue.online.com. We'll get to the pro sports momentarily. But when you go to watch those games, they are intense. Because there is still a level of the majority, and tell me if I'm wrong on this, Josh, you're a coach of it. Baseball is still baseball for the first time. No offense, Coach Pitch people. I know you can email me, and well, we don't have one. The complaint box is full.
Take a number.
Is that real baseball finally kind of starts happening? Like. Yes, if you get out on the little coach pitch, you do go back to the base, but you can turn double plays, you can strike out, you can do all these things. Like you don't strike out at T-ball, we eventually let you hit off the tee after you miss. So the intense happens, but then you've got these rules like, oh, you can't run there, you can run once you cross this equator line, you can move, and knowing all these. And I just told Josh, I'd be like, I would either wig out or find every possible legal loophole to make the umpire figure it out. Because it's like this basketball stuff. When you referee basketball or when I was coaching basketball and, you'd be in these leagues where you couldn't double team. But the person that I'm guarding Josh, the person that if Molly, let's say Molly's on my team, is guarding you and you're dribbling and you dribble toward Josh and me, and I am like, what am I supposed to do?
Run, get out of the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I cannot take the ball from you because you dribbled to me. It wasn't double team. It was on you. It's not me. It's you. And so they were intense. They were fun to watch. Again, I hated to see Josh and them lose the way they did. But it is fun. And I go back to, why do we love sports? Because, again, like last night, somebody's got to lose. And you just don't want it to be your team.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're right though. The AU, the machine pitch, is the first time that it gets to where you're like generally playing baseball rules, except for the random when you can run stuff.
Well, and I looked at somebody, and it was some guy. He was like, I said, y'all had bases loaded, and again, I know I don't coach anymore, but I kind of know what I'm doing. I said, the bases were loaded, and it was a very obvious infield fly. Well, then I think it was caught or dropped and people moved around. I'm like, to avoid that, go ahead and start teaching them the infield fly rule. Balls hit, batters out, nobody runs unless they want to when it's dropped.
Here's the thing, that was infield fly is a rule that was not called. It
should have been called.
It should have been called.
Okay.
It benefited me because the pop-up went up on the infield. Luke caught it. All the people on the base ran, and Luke was savvy enough to go double up players, so we got a double play out of it. So I'm not going to complain. But yes, infield fly is a rule. It was just not called.
Okay, so for those that are out, runners on first and second, less than 2 outs, infield fly plays in rules in effect. So again, we'll have a team at the bottom of the hour, champions again. Let's go ahead and dive into the rest of our Lawrence Headline Report. Stanley Cup playoffs tied up now. The Vegas Golden Knights, Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes win last night in overtime, 4-3. Seth Jarvis overtime game-winning goal, 4-3, 1-1 series tied there. Memorial to Jack's Place, as they call it. Ironically, we'll have a Jack at the bottom of the hour. Not Jack Nicklaus, it'd be cool, but Jack would be really cool too. JJ Spawn, Wyndham Clark, Tommy Fleetwood, all at 500 out at the Memorial. And then last night, the University of Texas Longhorns again send Lubbock home with the second place medal. UT wins the series 2-0. Looking on there, Stanford, Gutierrez girl from Stanford and a Wells girl from Kahoma on that team. So some local players are now national champions. It was pretty intense. I was watching it at a place, and a lot of Red Raider folks were very upset.
Yeah, that game, obviously. Am I a bitter Texas Tech fan this morning? Absolutely. Did Texas absolutely deserve to win that? Yes. I mean, they are the better team. Let's just call it what it is. Kavan is just a beast. I mean, their whole team. And Tech had multiple chances, didn't strike while the iron was hot when Kavan was not pitching, couldn't get it done. So congrats to the Lady Longhorns, even though that flows off the tongue and kind of hurts my heart, but it is what it is. So, and to do it back to back, I mean, that's just amazing for any team, no matter what division, what sport it is, to go back to back with championships. Kudos.
Well, and wasn't last year, I was shocked. Last year was the first time they had won that.
I
would have thought with Kat Osterman and
yes,
good friend Sam Goodman, the people that played there, that they would have won multiple of those, like baseball, basically. But they didn't. And of course, we'll talk more about the NBA Finals when we get on to the other side of the break. When we do our I've got some objections, if you will, coming up with our Tyler Cagle objection report. But again, UT 2-0, Texas Tech, unfortunately, silver medalists again. And I may let that creep into our next point as well. But LawrenceHallAvalonOnline.com, where you can buy your car, new car, truck, or SUV. Go check those out. Lawrence Hall, great inventory, great sales team, great service team. They'll get you taken care of. When we come back, Tyler Cagle, I got a lot of things to object. We'll see if they agree or not. We'll be back right after this.
Hi.
What's happening?
What's it doing?
Hey, that stuff's comfortable, isn't it?
Oh, it's the
The
best.
Sunday red.
Is this the new shirt?
No, kind of a while.
Oh,
But
I've got a
it's
couple.
the best.
I've got a couple of
That feels good.
pullovers.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
I've got way more than I should.
Now I need Tiger to not use me to pay for his rehab.
Well, that's what
Because I feel like
said.
they're
I'm
expensive.
paying for his DW, yeah.
Oh, is that Tiger's brand?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see
And
that's pretty cool.
it's
Pricey.
too pricey.
He
Yeah, you try to find if it's on sale.
They can't resist it.
said, I cannot resist it.
I've not tried on.
I've got one. But I do have to dodge fights. They come with.
Those are cute.
I love them. I got way too much of them. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Well, I've been fortunate enough. I've got them for Christmas,
Yeah.
and I like it when I didn't pick them.
It is freezing in here.
It feels amazing. I've been working out in the shower and so like.
Well, when we walked in, that's why
I'm
the doors, that's why the door's open, because we're like, it's freezing.
I'm just sitting here sweating.
I
It
was
feels amazing.
standing out here on my.
Where did you work out at?
I work out at a place called Neat over there by Bike Town, by the golf store.
Oh, yeah.
Is Jack gonna, is he excited?
Oh,
Is he
yeah.
gonna talk?
Oh, he said he was.
Okay, we're gonna make him talk.
Yeah, of course.
We were just talking about that game. I was like, oh, that was so exciting.
Yeah, I was listening to you come, so I'll meet him out here and have.
Well, we
yeah.
probably will shut this just because, you know, little boys, and while we're on the air, we'll
Oh,
like,
yeah.
for the next segment,
And
while
there's,
we're waiting.
looks like Lance is walking up. Lance Johnson's the head coach.
Okay.
He never said he was coming, so I didn't know if he was.
And Morgan's coming. I think Clay's coming too. He was like,
Can the parents come here to listen?
they
Oh,
can,
100%.
oh, 100%, yeah.
Okay.
Just, when we do the next segment, we'll shut this, just
Yeah.
so, cause again, you know, but oh, yeah, parents and mama, it would be wherever it's pictures, videos, whatever. it is, so.
Are you lunching today?
I suppose.
I'm in
I suppose.
So excited. Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna shut this, but, and then we'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay. They're so cute. I will say though, that whole gym med team, they're gonna be, like, they're already so good at this level. Like, able to turn double plays and like have just the knowledge of what to do was pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, my boys work on it.
Right, I mean, well, you can definitely tell who does and who doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all all-stars, but
here's
you
the
know what
deal.
I mean.
It's no different than when a kid comes into kindergarten, which parents worked with them on reading.
Yeah, who knows which, yeah.
Yeah,
how
you got a bit of a head start.
But no, like,
And it's not because they're geniuses, and it's not because they're just, the smartest people on the planet. It's parents that work with them
it was so good.
on reading. And I
That
think
game
that's,
against Wiley, we had that one inning that we gave up 5 runs, we lost 7-1. And we had like 4 or 5 plays in that inning that they scored 5 runs that were like.
they made the
Yes.
play, they made the play. Now, some of them were hit right to them.
Yeah,
Right,
They made the plays that needed to, and if y'all make them, it's a totally different deal.
right, 100%. Just a couple bobbles.
Welcome back to the Hodgepodge Sports Life and everything in between as we're rocking and rolling here on our first show in June. June is here, and so which means a couple things I do want to throw out. Don't forget about the DRI golf tournament. We had John and Jayla in a couple weeks ago. June 24th, benefiting disability resources. You can go and check it out at www. I don't even know why we say that anymore. But driabilene.org. You can check out anything there.
HTTPS.
Yeah,
We're so old.
the thing that goes in between the times.
Yeah, I don't know what that thing's called.
Yeah, it's a colon of some sort. But check it out. It's going to be a great time. We're going to be playing against the pro, where you can beat the pro. It'll be a lot of fun. So be sure you get a team in that. Again, June 24th, be Abilene Country Club North. A lot of fun. All right, it's time for our Tyler Cagle Law Firm objection. This is where we take a moment to where I throw out something. You're going to tell me object. You're going to tell me no. Or you will agree with me. Objection. A couple things, and we'll get NBA Finals. We'll talk more about it. But again, game 2 tonight. The Spurs had a chance, had a lead, and the Knicks come back and beat them. One of my things is, and they've been talking about on different shows. Wembanyama is it's funny. You'll hear he's 7'4", he's 7'5", 7'6". It's like he fluctuates like it's a weight. But bottom line,
We were arguing about that yesterday. But one of them said 7'4", the other said 7'5". I'm like, God, it doesn't matter.
it's
And I've heard both.
He's huge.
yes, 100%. I heard on the commercial with Shaq. Hey, what's that 7'6" kid from San Antonio's name? Wembanyama? Yeah, he did it. Then I heard 7'4", 7'5". It literally is, and it's kind of like one of the best sports movies of all time, Major League. It's too high. It's too high. It's too high. Who cares? It's gone. The bottom line, it was a home run. 7.4, 7.5. It's kind of like 6.7. Really doesn't matter. But in that, he can shoot. But every time he was inside the paint, he either scored or got fouled and went to the line to score. He needs to treat the 3-point line. We'll start this as objection. He needs to treat the 3-point line. You remember the lava game? Like, don't touch lava.
Yeah.
Once he gets inside, the 3-point line is lava. He needs to stay there.
Yes, 100% agree.
Because I mean, you can't stop 7, 5, 4, 6, or 7.
No, yeah, whatever he is.
Yes, whatever.
That was such a frustrating game. It just hasn't been my week for teams, man.
No,
that was a
you had one team
frustrating-
win. You had one team win at
Well-
the beginning at the bottom of the hour.
True,
All
but
right, so I'm going to kick it off. We had some big trades that happened since we had our show last. The LA Rams have, and again, Jerry, if you're listening, I know Misty and I are friends of yours. Jerry, if you're listening, this is what all in means. You trade and bring the really good player to you. Myles Garrett can praise Jesus and thank the Lord he is no longer playing for Cleveland. He is higher tax bracket, if you will, going to LA. But he is now an LA Ram as the Browns traded him. I feel bad for Javon Verse. He leaves LA and goes to Cleveland.
yeah.
Jared golf treatment.
Yeah, and so Myles Garrett is heading to LA. You have a chance. Are the Rams Super Bowl or bust? I say no. And in the same deal, Your Honor, I think a Super Bowl or bust team is a not good place to be.
Well, no, I agree with that second statement 100%. But and I have said multiple times that I don't think you should ever have it in your mind that if you don't win the championship, it's all or nothing, because there's so much that goes into that beyond just having the right roster. You have to have the right luck and all of the things that go with it. But that being said, the way the Rams have conducted business, it's like they do go all in. And so they don't set themselves up for the future, but they have still hung around and been relevant even after the last time they did their all in and went and got Matthew Stafford and
Turned into
which worked. They traded all their draft picks and everything to bring in people. Got was it Ramsey? What cornerback did
Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, and so they did all of that, and it worked. So I thought that they were going to, be kind of Miami Marlins-ish, like build this team, win, and then just kind of fall out. But they reloaded very quickly, and so they have put themselves in as much of a Super Bowl or bust situation as you can get, because the reinforcements are years away. If they, so it's like, if you don't win now, your window shuts and you're gonna have to reorganize to open that window again.
Well,
but they did it before, so I guess they can do it
It
again.
makes sense them doing it because Matthew Stafford's 38 years old. He's in quarterback years, because of what we've seen with Tom Brady and all that. He still has a number of years left, but in the grand schemes of a career, they're very few, and you better strike now while the iron is hot. The other trade that took place was A.J. Brown, the one we knew was coming. It's been talked about. The league year, the opportunity to do so was June 1st. Shortly after that, it happened. A.J. Brown is now a Philadelphia Eagle. Now a New England
He's
Patriot.
no longer an Eagle.
Thank you. No longer an Eagle, is now a
I
Patriot.
object to that.
yeah, you're wrong.
There you go. No, Your Honor. Anyway, so A.J. Brown. The Eagles are worse off with A.J. Brown being gone. It actually helps the rest of the NFC East with A.J. Brown not being on the Eagles anymore.
I won't object to that. I'll take that. I'll agree with you.
I think he caused a lot of problems. I think that he wanted to be gone and made that painfully obvious to everybody that was involved. So I put him with the Stephon Diggs situation with the Bills.
Does he have a George Pickens type season
Well,
with the Patriots?
he very well may go to the Patriots, be the guy, and have the whole offense run through him, and he'll be all like rainbows and unicorns, you know, like at least at first. So I think yes, he will be good for the Patriots, but I think it's also
So do you think
an
the Eagles?
addition by subtraction.
So
for
did the Eagles get better?
They didn't get better. I mean, their talent on the field is less. So by the definition of measurables, they got worse. But can they be more coherent and have the offense do what the offense needs to do, or they don't? Because like I've said before, these wide receivers that get into the huddle, you know, they're throwing a fit on the sidelines, and we see this from CeeDee Lamb sometimes. You know, I think that puts additional pressure on the quarterback to feel like they got to get this guy, keep him involved, or he's going to throw a fit, and you know we need him to be
And
performing.
then it becomes a culture problem.
And then it becomes a culture problem,
Right.
You know,
and it spreads, yeah.
and so you can remove that, allow Jalen Hurts to feel like he can do whatever he wants to do, needs to do, not feel like,
The
well, I gotta
freedom.
force him a ball because if I don't, he's gonna throw his helmet
Yeah.
and come, you know, just be a nuisance, you know, and so I think that you can see a little bit more freedom in the offense, so that might make it work better. But as far as talent on the field, they're not as good because he's a very good wide receiver.
And we're happy about that.
Yes. Other news in the NFL, Micah Parsons came out and it looks like he could be put on the PUP, which is unable to perform list, and missed the first 4 games. And it got me to thinking since that trade. We had that trade last year. We had the trade this week of Myles Garrett. The Cowboys will win a Super Bowl before Micah and the Packers do.
Objection.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I don't want to.
I don't know if the
Now, if the roulette wheel had another spot, it would be neither.
well,
yeah,
neither,
exactly.
Neither would be what I'd go with.
Yeah.
But
I think the
when I
Cowboys
saw-
are closer than the. I think the Cowboys are closer to winning a Super Bowl than the Packers are, even with Micah Parsons.
I won't object to that, but
I
I mean, it's close.
You will?
No, I mean the way you worded it, I like that a little bit
I'm a
better.
good lawyer, like Tyler Cagle,
Yeah.
325
You changed
232
my mind.
But
8075.
I do know this. When I saw it, I guess I was watching a softball game when it rolled across the bottom of the screen that Parsons was going to start the year on the pup. I thought Jerry Jones, when he heard that news, had like a Dr. Evil laugh.
He did this. Little Johnny Walker
Yeah.
celebration.
Yeah, because all of his stuff and saying that Parsons couldn't stay on the field and being, you know, like, and the thing is, it's like, yeah, it's kind of true.
Right.
But
I know,
yeah,
I feel like we had a very heated discussion over that trade, and you know, a couple of us said we didn't really care,
Right.
and here we are now.
Yeah. And so that's another one. Russell Wilson retires, joining CBS as an analyst. Russell Wilson will take a long time to get into the Hall of Fame if he does.
Well, I would say yes, because I think that's just kind of like recency bias, because for the past few years, he's been a joke,
Right.
you know, like literally a meme, you know, like a joke. But then again, whenever he retired and that, you know, you look at it like, there's a lot of ADD out there.
I know.
Like when you see his little career highlights things, that again, when I'm watching a softball or a baseball game, it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen, and it's like 14-year career, Super Bowl champion, 2-time Super Bowl quarterback, 10 Pro Bowls. So he was in the Pro Bowl 10 times out of his 14 years. I mean, like,
And there was
You're
a
talking
period
about-
in that Pro Bowl time, it meant something to be in the Pro Bowl. Now the Pro Bowl
Yes.
has lost its luster.
and it was a little less lustrous, if that's the
Yeah.
word, during his career. It wasn't like, you know, when we were younger, that, you know, if you were a Pro Bowler, you were the best at your position in your conference.
Nobody
Right.
went away. Nobody pulled their name out of the hat because they wanted to go to Hawaii with
Right.
their family.
Right. You know, so so I mean, if you just look at that resume, that to me sounds like a Hall of Fame resume. But if you know, since the Broncos and
The irony is,
the Steelers, the Giants, he's
and
gonna
they
be.
offered that there was the deal.
The Jets,
You talk about the ticker. You could go be Geno Smith's backup, and that tells me enough. I probably need to go.
If this
But-
is my options.
Yeah.
And the irony is, we know that Aaron Rodgers is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Russell Wilson is going to take some time. He will not be a first ballot Hall of Famer because now his 5 years of start. We'll look at that. Maybe he'll join. When we come back, we're going to have our Big Country Electric My Town segment. We'll announce our Hodgepodge Sport Clips Youth Player of the Week as some champions enter the studio
We probably need to move these.
right after this.
How about we do a picture out here because there's a lot of them, trying to get them all in here, or what do y'all think? Hey.
I'm not in charge of that.
Okay, I'm gonna get them together.
You want me to move
Will you take a picture?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, that's what's up.
Okay. James Washington,
No, he's 8:15.
8:15. You have it at the very end still.
Well, I don't know why I'm asking that way,
Y'all got it.
but it's.
Straight off.
I'm a picture taker. I need a pen and a couple other who's gonna fall.
Here, stand. Okay, we will drop this back. Okay, hold on. So whenever the mic comes down, try not to touch it, okay? So when you're talking, scoot back a little bit, Jack. You wanna get up on it pretty good and try to be loud, okay, whenever you're talking. We will just ask normal questions like, how did you feel when you were playing? What position you play? What's your name? Yes, so we'll probably let all of you go and say your name, how old you are, and probably what position you play. Is that easy enough? Okay. Hopefully he heard that. Okay, well, that'll be probably what we do. Okay. And then we're gonna go down here, okay? Just again, remember to be, just be pretty close and clear whenever we start, but we won't ask anything hard, but you gotta talk, okay? Is everybody gonna talk? Hey, it's just us and y'all, and that's it. We're just having a conversation, so no reason to be nervous, okay?
All right, I was told specifically which one's Bennett.
Bennett.
He said, Bennett.
I was told specifically that make you talk. All right? I won't tell you about who.
And then if you are talking, and because I told them, Hodge, that we would probably say, name, position they play, and just as soon as you talk, maybe just move out of the way so that your teammate can come into the mic, so there's not a lot of dead air, okay?
All right, okay, there's a lot of y'all.
I know, I'm like trying to.
13.
All right, there's what?
13.
All right, good job. That's okay. Y'all, I'm glad y'all did math. That way to work during the summer too.
There's not 13 positions. There's 10 here right now.
Okay, all right, so we're gonna ask your name, okay? Each of you are gonna say your name. what grade you're in, or what grade you're going into. Is that what you tell them?
What position?
All right, there you go. Name and play your position. There you go. That'll work great.
Yeah.
Major,
Okay.
Do you want to come in? Is he, yeah, you can come in.
you like 4 first basemen.
You want to do it?
No, guys, no, what position you play? Yeah, in the All-Stars. What position you play?
Man, I'm nervous for y'all. It's like watching y'all play that championship the other day.
Wouldn't matter, that's better.
Yes.
Well, welcome back to the Hodgeback Sports Life and everything in between. We appreciate everybody joining us again. We're brought to you by Lytle Land and Cattle. Hang out, go get you a Hodgeback, order it, and enjoy it. And those that are watching on Facebook Live can tell that you see a lot of people. And so it's time for our Big Country Electric Mind Town segment. This is where we highlight a local player, coach, or program. And today we've got a team of champions joining us. They'll correct me if I'm wrong. What's the U? What's the under U?
U9.
There you go. U9 machine pitch all-star world champions of America and everything in between. The Wiley All-Stars that one had a big come from behind win over Snyder. Again, Big Country Electric Mind Town segment. Big Country supporting 3 amazing offices. Roby Snyder. Sorry, Snyder. No, we're not, are we? Hesitation. There you go. They're just shaking their heads. There you go. Remember, it's radio. They cannot see you except and they need to hear you. But again, they are joining us this morning, and we will also announce our Hodgeback Sport Clips Youth Player of the Week. All right, we're going to do this. Try to go fast. We got a lot of players. I'm surprised y'all didn't want to make your coaches talk. They don't know. All right. We're going to start over here on the left. They're going to tell you their name and what position they play. Jack, go for it.
My name is Jack King. I play right field. I'm Kipton and I'm a second baseman. I'm Nolan and I play first base. I'm Matthew and I play shortstop and left field. My name is Liam and I play catcher. My name is Kai and I play pitcher and center field.
There you go.
My name is Rhett and I play shortstop. My name's Bennett and I play pitcher and second.
There you go.
My name's Jensen Forster and I play left center and first base. My name is Dixon and I play third base.
All right, there you go. If you can name those, we'll give you some flying bison tickets away. All right, now come back. All right, Jack, we're going to start with you. So, Jack, you came. How long have you been playing baseball, and why do you love baseball?
I've been playing it for over 3 years, and I like it because we always win.
We always win. That's all we do is win. All right, that's a big deal. All right, where'd Bennett go? Where'd Bennett go? All right, Bennett, come on up here. I remember that name because I had a text to make you talk. So there you go. All right, so Bennett, you play what position?
Pitcher and second.
Pitcher and second. So what was it like winning this big championship? It was pretty good. Was it pretty exciting? Was it loud? Was there a lot of fans there? So y'all came from behind. Y'all were down. You came from behind, and so you had this big win. Why do you love playing baseball?
It's fun.
Because it's a lot of fun. All right. So what's your name? Switch with Bennett. Come on up. What's your name?
Kipton,
All right, Kipton. You play what position?
second base.
All right, second base. That's what I played when I was, well, your age and all that, everything in between. So what was it like beating Snyder? Did your coaches get excited?
There was a lot of fans and we were all getting, we had no hopes that we were gonna win. We started making a huge comeback and crushed Snyder.
And you crushed Snyder. There you go. Sorry, Snyder. We appreciate y'all listening out there. Crushed Snyder. Okay, so y'all went from what is your name?
Liam.
Liam. All right, Liam. Y'all went from no hope to big hope. So what was it like how did you know the comeback was starting?
Because in the 5th inning, when we were batting, we got a 4, and then the next at bat we got a 5, and then I just knew gonna win.
There, things started changing around. You knew it was going to win. All right, Sparkles. What's your name? All right, Nolan. What's your last name? All right, Nolan Ramirez. He's got a cool necklace. That's why I said Sparkles. It's really good. All right, so Nolan, what position do you play?
I played first and left center.
All right, so first base, you get a lot of action, a lot of things coming to you and making plays. Which one do you like playing more, first or left field?
I like left field, but I think first.
You think first? I don't blame you. So when y'all did y'all get the final out? What was it like when you got the final out and knew you were champions?
Everybody was excited.
Did y'all dunk Gatorade on coaches?
I wish.
You wish? Hey, we can make that happen. We will recreate that, not in the mall because we don't want to clean it up. All right, so you got the big win, and we got people texting. Y'all are famous. We got people texting us, letting you know. All right, so what's your name? Sato, let's ask you a question.
Matthew.
Huh?
Matthew.
All right, Matthew, what position do you play?
Shortstop and left.
Oh, shortstop. That's kind of like the main spot in the infield. Do you love playing shortstop?
Yeah.
You do? How many did you have to make a lot of plays in the victory? There you go.
He made some clutch plays. I just have to give it. Y'all all did, but man, there were some.
All right, so Matthew,
crazy.
you just got a shout out from.
I
Misty.
mean, yes, I even said I was like, I don't know that kid, but amazing job at short. Those balls were coming in very hot, and he stopped some
And
really.
then you had to throw it over.
good
Who
balls.
was first base names? Keaton? No, not Keaton. Who's playing first?
No.
Jensen.
Yeah.
Jensen. Yeah, playing first. There you go. All right, right here. What's your name?
And Kai.
All right, Kai. All right, so what position do you play?
Pitcher.
All right, so pitcher. How many strikeouts did you throw?
No,
No, I'm joking. I know you don't pitch. No, that's a trick question. That's a trick question. But playing pitcher, you get a lot of action because all the hits that come back to you. Do you ever have to like dodge the pitching machine? No, not at all. That's good stuff. What school do you go to? Wiley West Elementary. There you go. Nice stuff. All right. So who else wants to talk? Anybody else want to talk? Oh, we got hands up. Come on up here. Come on. Pick a mic. There you go. What's your name? All right, Kipton. What position do you play again? All right. Oh yeah. Y'all got a lot of second basemen. You got to be versatile. I like that. All right. So Kipton, what was your favorite part of in this tournament and getting to win to be a champion?
I like the feeling that like every time, or like the 2-out rally kids, every time I'll get 2 outs and they'll score like 5 runs.
All right, they're 2-out rally kids. That's important because what happens if you give up? You're going to do what? You lose, exactly. Nobody wants to lose, do they? No, there you go. Good answer, Tipton. All right, who else raised their hand and said they want to talk? You're what? Who are you? Rhett. All right, good stuff. Again, what do you play, Rhett?
Shortstop.
All right, shortstop. That's again a lot of action. You and Matthew. Did you get a lot of hits at you?
Yeah.
What about hitting? Y'all like going yard?
Yeah.
All right, what's your walk-up song? Do you have one?
No. We don't do any.
Oh, salute to the coaches not doing a walk-up song. That's all right. You don't need a walk-up song. Good stuff, Rhett. Sorry. It kind of wears me out. I'm actually probably just jealous we didn't have one back in the 90s. So, Rhett, what position do you play again?
Shortstop.
All right, so shortstop, a lot of action. Do you wish y'all to threw Gatorade on the coaches?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are the coaches glad they didn't? Did y'all get rings? What did y'all get?
We got a medal.
I appreciate medals. The rings kind of wear me out. They get old. Do you like the medal? Did you go to sleep in the medal? You didn't sleep with your medal on? Did anybody sleep with their medal on? Which one were you? Come here. Go right here. What's your name? All right, Kipton.
Kipton is back, baby.
All right, so you went to sleep in your medal? Do you still sleep in your medal? No, not yet. How many nights was, huh?
I already lost.
You already lost the medal?
No.
What, did you have a nightmare and sleeping with it or what? No, you just lost the medal. Okay. Is it under your bed?
I was sleeping.
All right, we got breaking news. Kipton doesn't sleep in his bed, has lost it. We better change the subject. Parents are listening. What?
I got a question. I know y'all don't do walk-up songs, but if you had a walk-up song, what would it be?
Oh,
So come up to the mic and tell me what. You don't know what song? Oh, you do? Well, tell us.
Money is made by need to breathe.
Oh, Need to Breathe, Money and Fame, Need to Breathe, Christian artist, good job.
Love it.
All right,
Do you have one? Anybody
Red,
else?
don't have- what's your-
Come on
what's your
back,
name?
Kipton. We're just gonna keep it going.
All right, Liam, all right, Need to Breathe. All right, Kipton. What was your song? Do you have a song?
Good day.
Forrest Frank.
Oh, Good Day, Forrest Frank. A good day would be if you find your medal. All right, Bennett, would you have a walk-up song? What about Firehouse Subs? You found Firehouse Subs? Come on, Bennett, come on, Brett. You could have like Firehouse Subs could be your walk-up song. Not sure? All right, there you go. What school do you go to? Are y'all all Wally West? Any East Sides? Jack, East Side?
No, near east.
All right, Gilly, you were wanting to sing. What you wanted to sing? What would your song be? Down with the Cygnets. There you go. Down with the Cygnets.
Nice.
All right. Do you have one? You look like come on. You don't have any? All right. All right. Hey, we need a coach. One coach to tell me what it's like coaching. Let's go. Hey, it's radio. Let's go.
No, Daddy, you're the head
Hey, you had a bunch of little kids talk. Y'all need to step it up. Where you go find the game today? All right, the head coach is coming. All right, Lance Johnson. You get selected to be Coach All-Stars. What was it like? And tell me what it was like coaching these kids.
It was a lot of fun. It was a really good group. We rotated them in a bunch of different positions.
Well, I could tell because I play shortstop. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. We just wanted them to get on the field and have the experience of kind of, we call it the machine pitch select team. So it's kind of introduction into all-stars, if you will. So we want them to be able to play a lot of different positions and just experience it and have a lot of fun.
And so you came from behind, big win over back when, are any of y'all Wiley kids growing up? Back in the day, Wiley and Snyder was actually kind of a rival back in the day before the, enrollment growth, if you will, for Wiley and different Snyder. So we were talking about it earlier about how this is when this is the league where you kind of start playing real baseball.
Sure.
And getting to experience that. I told Josh that I would have to figure out all the rules of when you can run, can't run, and hopefully the umpire doesn't know when you can and can't run.
Sure.
But that was a lot of fun. Got to go watch y'all play, and so it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think a couple of the boys wanted to answer a question about how they felt getting the win. So who else wanted to tell me how that made them feel?
Tell them your name. Who are you again?
Jensen Forster.
All right, Jensen, talk about it. I'm getting the big win.
Felt good, feels good, making lots of friends. When we were losing, we all felt pretty bad, but like Liam said, when we knocked in those runs in the fifth inning, it felt good.
There you go.
It felt really good to win. Felt really good to win for us, and baseball, because I never played baseball before, and I did also.
Oh, nice. First time All-Stars. What's your name? Brixton. All right, there you go. Congratulations, man. First time to play All-Star, got a medal. Don't sleep in it and lose it. Hey, on our Facebook, where's Nolan? Nolan, come to that. Now, this is a lot of pressure. This is coming from one of your fans. Tell Nolan to do the scuba.
Do it.
All right, there you go. That is the scuba for the Facebook Live people. That's the scuba for the radio people. That was so I saw Barrett and Luke do that, who Josh's kids who play. So that's what that is. So if you get a hit, that's I'm swimming, or what's the deal? Does anybody know?
If we hit a double or triple, yeah.
Tell them when you do the scuba.
If you get a double or a triple.
Awesome. There you go. You did the scuba. Okay. So, hey, congratulations. Hey, now one of the other things that we're going to do, we started this a few weeks ago called the Hodgepack Sport Clip Youth Player of the Week. And we have people send nominations in on who should win that. We have a winner here. I got a video sent of a big clutch hit. So our Hodgepack Sport Clip Youth Player of the Week is Jack King. Alright, so Jack, what we got here is you get a cup, you get some Starburst, you can share with your teammates. You got nerd clusters that you can share with your teammates. I'm gonna give it to Misty. And then you get a free haircut from Sport Clips. So be sure if you go get your haircut, take your hat off. Do you need a haircut yet?
No, I just followed.
Oh, there you go. There you got time. He's got time to grow. All right, there you go. You can donate your haircut to a teammate. Hey, again, that is the Wiley Machine Pitch Champion Select Team. Coach Johnson, appreciate you talking. I know what you planned on your bingo card today. Hey, but guys, hey, y'all did a great job. Congratulations. How many of y'all are gonna go swimming this summer?
I'm going swimming today.
There you go. We're going swimming. There you go. We're going swimming today.
I've been swimming like almost every day.
There you go. They're swimming every day because
I'm gonna go swimming like kickball party today.
there you go. Slip and slide kickball party. Hope you had that on your bingo card. Appreciate it to the kids. When we come back, they probably don't want to answer this question. When we come back, we'll open up Misty's bag.
Just go like. Where's the coupon? Can I see that cute sports clip coupon real quick? And then I'll give it back to you. Oh, that's right.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Sorry. Yeah, just like.
Play all experience. Enjoy it. Good job.
Man, I'm trying to get
Good job, boys. Yep. Sports clip, yeah.
Your mom texted Grim Branson, make Bennett fall.
Good job.
Two days in a row.
There you go. No, you're good. You got it.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
Congrats. Yep.
Been in here 10 times in Valley Talks.
I know, they did so good.
Hey, he said he wanted to. He had his chance.
That was fun.
Thank y'all. Hey, and we'll upload it to.
Josh, why'd you
podcast,
disappear?
okay?
Just couldn't
Yeah,
take it.
copy, download it, let's just share it to the family or whatever. We appreciate class ratings, download, subscribe, rate me. Appreciate it.
Good to see y'all. Thank y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Hey, real quick, hang on. Yeah, we have time.
I gotta pee real quick.
I know,
Sorry.
I don't know.
How are you?
Good, how are you? We may just kind of show here and then go.
Okay.
Unless you think you'll need me, because I'll be from 7:30 to 9. If you don't think you need me there, without having the whole equipment,
Yeah.
if I can get the equipment, I'm gonna do it there. If not, I'm gonna just do it here.
I'll have it covered.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'll be easy. Okay.
I'm meeting Daisy over there today to go over some stuff,
Okay,
like as far as setting up tournaments.
okay. Cool,
On the Maxwell end of it.
right.
Thanks, y'all.
You bet, thank you.
See ya. I gotta get somebody to play with me next Friday.
I wish y'all were in the afternoon. You're in the morning.
Yeah. What time is it tee off? 8:30?
Well, if I get this stuff from,
Yeah, if we're doing it there, then I'll take part for.
if I get the stuff from,
Thank you, how are you?
I'm good, I'm very tired, but I'm good.
I know, well, I can't imagine why you're tired, because
if
you're
I get
winning.
the
and
stuff
they were
from
yapping.
Andy, it can make it work.
Remember yapping at the ball park last night about not even work stuff, I'm like, guys, it's midnight,
Oh.
let's leave, you know,
Yeah,
we got a
you're like,
long stay
stop.
on it, yeah.
Yes.
You're in the right, like,
No, incredible
Yeah.
win, yeah.
Thank you, yeah,
So
that was very
awesome,
It
so
agrees
good.
to be tired,
Heck
you know,
yeah.
so like,
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it.
Mhm.
And it felt like a, you know, our first game tough loss. Second game got canceled, and so even though it's only been 2 games, it felt like
Still, yeah,
it's
like
clawing our way to win it.
I know, and it's like, it almost felt like it needed to happen,
Yes.
even though it's like, bro, it's still
I
very
know,
early.
but no, I
know,
completely
I
agree.
get
It
it.
just felt like a weird way to start the
Yes.
season,
I 100% agree, yeah. Well, and that's what we were talking about last year, I was like, with all the rain, there were so many delays and cancellations. I mean, I think we rescheduled the Hodgepodge night like 3 times
Probably,
because
yeah.
of the rain.
We had like 7 rainouts.
Yeah,
last
it
year.
was crazy.
Yeah, it really was.
So the venue change, like, love Walt Triggers, but like,
Yeah,
the venue change is key.
yes, and that's such a big, and I love Walt Triggers too, and that was such
Yeah.
a big part of it though, is that, it raining is one thing, the field flooding. And
Yes.
it being dry the next day, and
Tough.
then not being able to
I
play,
know.
it's tough.
Where's the deal where you can tell, like last night, like who, on the website, all the logos are so,
Short, what are you looking for?
who'd y'all?
We played the San Antonio River Monsters,
Yes, that's right.
And you play them again tonight, and then who comes to town?
the Brazos Valley Bombers.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Last one.
They were cute, those little leaguers.
It seemed like they were having fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I would think this is the coolest thing in the world as a kid. I still do now, but as a kid, I'm like, I'm famous.
Oh, yeah, like, they're so cute. And I'll
Here we
tell you
go.
what, they can play ball.
Welcome back to the Hunchback as we get ready for, getting ready for hour number 2. And so we are going to go straight into that now.
And everything in between. That's Josh, Mystic,
We are getting in close to hour number 2, and this way to do it is you get the legal ID, you get all things in between. And now it is time for.
It's time for Misty's Bag, one of the favorite segments of the week, sponsored by Mulligan Sports Bar, Grill and Golf, located at 1166 Ben Ritchie Drive. Speaking of Mulligans, don't forget about their weekly lineup. Sunday, buy a bucket of beer and get a free small bucket of balls. Monday, kicking off from 6:30 to 8:30 is Gendo, which if you don't know what Gendo is, it's a musical bingo night, super fun. Tuesday, 7 to 10 karaoke night by Key City Karaoke. And Wednesday, my personal favorite, BOGO Wings. And also buy a bucket of beer and get a free small bucket of balls. All the things. So head out to Mulligan's where it's just so much fun. All right, I'm taking it a little easy on y'all this week because I feel like the last couple of questions I've stumped you guys a little bit, even though I didn't think I was going to.
Well, that's your fault.
So
You're not thinking.
the
The
question
fact
of the
that you
week.
think that we're not stumpable.
True. The question of the week is, what is the Mount Rushmore of Little Debbie snacks?
Oh, well, I mean, the oatmeal cream pie is probably the only.
Oh, well, I'll be honest with you, I would have to look at the list of all of them. The oatmeal cream pie is by far up there. Number 2 is Star Crunch, Little Debbie.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know what was the question.
question.
Yes,
I thought I worded it pretty well where if it was a subtitle, or a closed caption, but
Never,
sorry, I was actually
Never-
pulling up the list myself
never,
to.
never been a fan of the Star Crunch.
Oh, Star Crunch is superior.
No.
It's in my 4.
But I really only know the oatmeal cream pie. That's it. Just one.
I am disappointed in your level of Little Debbie snacks.
Well,
I never
Josh,
ventured away from it.
What did y'all
Why-
eat as
why-
kids?
Why would I
Josh
eat
is
something
fit and
else?
fiddle. He doesn't even probably look at him anymore.
Right.
Cosmic brownies? Like, come on, y'all. No, Nutty Buddies?
Nutty Buddies.
All right, so Nutty Buddies is
Forever.
involved.
Zebra cakes? There's so many Swiss rolls, like the list goes on.
Swiss rolls.
Yes,
All right, I'm trying to look at it now.
you haven't lived until you've had a
Like,
Swiss
I
roll.
a what?
A Swiss roll.
Not happening. I don't think I'd like that.
Man, killing me, Smalls.
Their cinnamon sticks weren't bad, or their donut sticks. They're showing, all right, I'm looking at this. Here's the Little Debbie, find your favorite big pack snack.
Find your favorite.
Let's go see.
My internet's going so.
Fudge rounds, also a classic.
All right,
Have you heard of a fudge round?
I've heard of a fudge. round.
Okay, they sell them in
Fudge
convenience
around
stores.
and find out. Fudge around and find out.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Wow,
Woo!
I didn't
That
know what
was
you
rough.
called it.
Yeah, fudge round.
Fudge
but,
round.
No, that was a good dad joke there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
I guess
The
the powdered mini donuts is on their webpage, so that I do like the powdered mini donuts. But I didn't really consider that a Little Debbie snack.
Man, I was always eating Little Debbie snacks growing up, so I'm disappointed that y'all don't know them off the top of your head.
No, I mean,
What did y'all eat as kids? Like snacks?
I told you, it was oatmeal cream pie.
I feel
That's it,
I
like-
feel bad.
Didn't
But they
venture
make
out.
they make
I
the
will
bigger
say-
oatmeal cream pies.
The timing of
With
this,
too much of the cream in it, and there's no. It's
you've
just
got to
regular.
remember, because the timing of this question is perfect, because Kat and James get to answer this as
Yeah.
well.
And I'm
Their-
sure they've
Their
eaten
favorite Little Debbie.
the
I mean,
Debbie
deep
snacks.
down, the oatmeal cream pie could be 1 and 2. I mean, honestly, it's so great.
All right,
Really?
and pecan spin wheels. I like those also. So
It's
now
giving old man,
Did-
but
This snack bar looking thing that looks like a wafer cookie, I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of the oatmeal cream pie. The other, they've got brownies. I would go with the white donuts if they get it. I honestly didn't put them as the white donut favorite. I like the powdered white donut, the little ones.
Mhm.
You know, you can either get the sleeve and eat all those, but in the same world, you get the
Get
little
the bag.
bag. You can eat all
then
those.
then no one knows how many you ate.
True.
I mean,
There's no way they know the count of the bag.
no. Did you have half a dozen or a dozen? I don't know.
All right, so like the Christmas tree ones, are you counting those?
yeah, I mean,
The zebra cakes?
Zebra cakes, yeah.
yeah, the tree
But
ones
see,
are
I
popular.
never liked those, and there was also the
Mhm.
like chocolate cupcake things that were like full of whipped cream in the middle.
Is
What
that
were
called
those
a
called?
ho-ho?
I don't know.
I think
Oh, they
something's
say
called a
that- hey,
ho-ho.
I don't know about these, so I clicked on a different, so I'm on the Little Debbie website. Checking my time.
Honey buns.
And I clicked on it, and I've got Nutty Buddy wafer bars and a peanut butter crunch bar. I've never heard of that, but by the looks of it, it's gonna fit everything that makes me happy in a cookie or something, which is peanut butter, chocolate, and probably some crunch.
Have you had a Nutty Buddy?
Yeah. I think
Oh,
so.
okay. I was like,
All
those
right, so
are-
Nutty Buddy, that's the Nutty Buddy wafer. I'm
Yes.
a Nutty Buddy wafer fan.
yes,
There you go. Nutty
that's
Buddy
a
wafer.
superior Little Debbie snack as well.
So
Oh.
Oreo cream pie, Nutty Buddy wafer. All right, I'm going back to. They've got pies. I don't know if we count that. I'm really curious on whether or not, where was Star Crunch? Were they their
It
own
was
thing?
under cookies.
Star Crunch,
I saw it
yeah,
on the website.
yeah. Star Crunch is definitely a superior.
Yeah. So mine would be oatmeal cream pie, Star Crunch, Nutty Buddy. Ooh, they've got a chocolate chip cream pie.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
Just
Boston.
regular oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah.
Josh isn't even going to give any other.
I
No,
would-
I said I
Or-
like the pecan spin wheels and powdered donuts.
He's picking all the old man favorites,
There's
I mean,
nothing wrong. I mean,
which is
he
hilarious.
is old man Whitford.
Oh no.
It's been a long time since I've had any of those.
Yeah.
but-
So Little Debbie, if you want to come on board as a sponsor, there you go. Opportunities are
I'll
there.
allow it. And
So what was your 4?
I mean, got to go with the fudge round, superior cookie.
Let's go with the fudge round.
I go with Star Crunch,
Star Crunch, yes.
Cosmic Brownies, and then
How's the oatmeal cream pie not? I mean, it is.
a
it's
Nutty
the-
Buddy.
No,
She's just being obtuse.
Yeah.
She is being defiant. She is
This
wrong.
is my segment and I can do what I want.
When your chiseler starts chiseling, if oatmeal cream pie is not number one, your mountain is
It's
wrong.
just wrong.
I guess I just
Yeah.
thought everybody grew up on Little Debbie snacks. Like,
No, I
like
did, I
a
just didn't
lot.
know what they were, what was like
I
specifically
will.
a
I
Little
will
Debbie.
tell you this.
Because what about like a Hostess or a Twinkie? Or it was like,
Not
what's
the
that?
same.
Like,
No, yeah, they're
Nope.
not. They're
The
not.
the lady's
It's
not on the
literally-
box.
and we've
well,
got
I know, but how am I supposed to remember which
well,
one?
and we've got Kat coming on from the Flying Bison. When I clicked on this, and you thought you were just looking at the donut stick, which I'm a fan of, when you click it, and now they've got apple cinnamon donut sticks, and they got fried frosted mini and powdered and glazed, all these different.
Deb
it-
has stepped up her game.
Well, it's like going to the Abilene Flying Bison merch stand. You think there's one hat. Oh no, there's this, and there's 27 other hats, and there's a hoodie, and they've got a bell, and they got this. Then you find out there's a plethora of things.
I know. Every time I see James, I'm like, "Where did you get that new hat?" And he, every time he comes,
I want to know. So I bought these little things, and I know this doesn't have anything to do with your segment, but I guess it's.
it's fine. I'm used to you
Yeah, it's
hijacking
like-
it.
No, I've already given you my 4. I've got oatmeal cream pie. I got Star Crunch, Nutty Buddy, and then what was my 4th one that I thought was really good?
I don't know.
That I was shocked that it was them.
I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore. It's fine.
It's too late.
It's too late. It's too late.
Well, I'm still oatmeal cream pie, but like I bought these hat thingies these bags that you could, because storing hats is a struggle. As I look, you've got a lot. I don't know if you're supposed to. You've got a lot.
Yeah, Clay has a lot.
Clay has a lot. Obviously, the Flying Bison.
I
has-
actually have a lot of hats.
and so you have to have a place to put them. Well, I found these deal bags online. There's some that are a little fancier, that are like cowboy hat looking deals.
Yeah.
But it's just a big old plastic bag, and you can like cram a bunch in there. I highly recommend that for James. I'm curious what he does with this. And of course, James is thinking we're talking about
Yes,
him.
James
We're talking-
also. Yes,
We're talking about James.
James
Krigley.
Track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so there is your opportunity to go figure out your Little Debbie Mount Rushmore of amazing treats. The honey bun is a very underappreciated item too. As I look over here at the website.
See, that's
Another-
another one that I just didn't associate with Little Debbie. I mean,
Right.
I like a honey bun.
Another Old Man River pick.
Yeah, the frosted
Except
honey
it's
bun.
impossible to eat one without getting your fingers sticky.
Yes, and then when they threw the icing on top of it to make it a giant cinnamon roll that still tried to be a honey bun, it made it difficult. Hey, check out Mulligan's. Hey, if you want something to do tomorrow, they've got a golf tournament in autism awareness. If you want to help that cause tomorrow, Kyle said there are some openings for that tomorrow again at Mulligan. So Misty's bag when we come back. Abilene Flying Bison 1-1, and they've won at home.
Hi, Misty. Nice to meet you. Sorry, yeah, when I said James, I was like, he's probably like, hold on. Yes.
You don't know me?
Yeah, he's like, you don't know me. Yeah, I'm talking about me on air.
not telling me what I like.
Yeah. James Tritely with the Flying Bison. Yeah, as I said it, I was like, this didn't go well. But Kat, will you get a picture of us with James, and then can we rotate and James get a picture of us? Just while we're here.
Of course.
Okay, because that'll be good. All right, we'll start. Okay, Kat, we're gonna go here. I'll get James. Okay, this is perfect. James, if you'll just get kind of right here, take it. Our James off. Yeah, here you go, Kat. Perfect, and then we'll switch. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
And because you're part of the touchstone energy cooperative.
As is my job. Okay. I did not
Okay,
need
you
to take
James,
forward.
we'll switch with
Here you
Kat.
go.
Kat, pop in here. We'll do the same thing.
Here with us, or the electrical with cold stop by our offices in Wilkes.
Awesome, thanks so much. And then I can get all of that.
How's it going? How was it yourself?
Yes.
Tomorrow, it's tomorrow.
All right.
These guys are little games too.
That's practice.
Right.
I get to go to mine on Sunday.
Okay.
My wife teaches at
Where's, so where's that?
She teaches at Barber Ballet Studio and still takes, and their recitals at the convention center. Yeah. So,
Okay, tell it.
Can I get a picture too? I'm Keith Husband. I'm Clay.
Yes.
I have a lot of my
companies up in Oklahoma and,
Where's it?
Tulsa, OKC, and McAllister.
So they're gonna be super
So I
excited.
got a bunch, like, I got some upper bosses that are your fans. So I'll take some brownie points there.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Cute.
Thank you.
I'll fix that too.
My wife's family's from, around Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
We have a branch there, we do heavy equipment, bulldozers and things like that, so. After the guys down here, I called my boss and I was like, everything's Wednesday. Don't miss the show, I'm going up there, so don't be mad if not be to work today. One of my favorites.
I mean, could you be any cuter? Like, look at your face. They're so cute. I was like,
You know, this is the first time I'm here with you here.
I
think they're
know.
trying to keep us apart.
I know they were because they knew we would be
They knew we were gonna
besties.
be-
They're
yeah,
so
yeah, they're good,
rude.
right? They
Yeah.
wanted to overnumber the
It's
girls.
literally the
Yeah,
cutest.
it's
Like
done.
you're just
Yeah.
like, hey.
I
Yeah.
didn't know anyone else.
After a win.
I know. If we got smoke last night, I'd
Yeah, you're like,
be like, she's wincing.
yeah. She looks like she's in pain.
Yeah, did you just cry recently?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
And so my kids are watching
That's
you
so
out here pre-game. I'm like, yeah, we have no chance.
Are you going?
Yeah, I gotta go to work.
And in that same,
Remember, get
so we'll talk about that. Kath, you're up.
to go get
Thank
home.
you, sister.
Where should I be?
Yeah. To go.
You and Misty, if you and Misty want to
Yeah,
share.
it
it.
is. Yes, we will. Okay.
But, and then I think in that same game when we played the varsity, there was a stream. And I know Ronnie, I know Coach remembers this. We had a stream, like a fishing line that was hanging from the ceiling from a previous pepper rally. And one of y'all's kids shot like at the end of the quarter and it hit that fishing wire and Coach Casey's like, that's illegal, that shouldn't be there.
That's funny.
Sounds like Coach Casey too.
Yeah. Yeah, I like, he's such a nice guy.
Well, for him, I went to play tennis.
Really,
Yeah, he got me into tennis.
probably helped footwork.
It did. I ended up getting pretty good at it. I went to state in it.
Yeah.
I didn't do good once I got there. It was fun to get there.
What was funny about Coach Casey, of course, he coached longer than I did, but Coach Casey coached and then went to work at an electric co-op. That's what I went to do after getting out of coaching at Roby. I went to work at Taylor Electric, and Coach Casey was working at Tri-County. It's like, yeah, he's a good dude.
A lot of stories about him.
What's that?
Said a lot of stories with that guy.
Yeah. Oh, Hutch came back, huh?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. I think he just kind of wants to retire there and stay around Stanford.
Yeah. Said he was working on a house.
You're in.
No.
No, Cat
No.
I said so.
Welcome back to the battle of microphone fought on Brazos. But again, this is the Hodgepack on 106.9 The Country Giant. We are kicking off hour number 2, brought to you by Coleman County State Bank. ColemanBank.com is where you want to go to and reach out to Tammy and her mortgage team when you are looking for that place to get qualified. You're ready for that home, you're ready for that investment property, rental, whatever it may be. Reach out to ColemanBank.com and Tammy and her team will get you taken care of. We appreciate Coleman County State Bank. Now it is time for Abilene Flying Bison Report. The Bison went out kind of southeast a little bit, went out to Lake Charles to open up the season. Had a game, had not a game, and last night was a home opener. Joining us, that makes all the marketing happening. Again, great stuff that she does and her team, and she may be the team. I don't know.
Just one, but
Yeah.
it's still well done.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like when I first got to Roby. We had at Calvary Baptist. We had only one deacon because unfortunately the other deacon had passed away. And they always call it the deacon body, and said that we have a deacon body. It's one.
One guy.
Single
One
body.
guy. And so joining us, Kat, Duguay, right?
Yes, yep,
Said it
yep.
right. I've been working on that all the way in.
Crushed it.
But she is the director of marketing for the Abilene Flying Bison, season number 3 kicking off this past week. And so appreciate you being in here.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me again. 3rd time on the hatchback. First time I'm here with Misty.
Yeah, we decided y'all were trying to separate us because we would be too chaotic on air.
Well,
Now we're here.
Yeah, man.
So what's up?
Proving us correct.
Yeah, so far we're not wrong. But I will say, I'm always curious, and Misty and I talked about it, we talked about it previously in our segment with our little Debbie Mount Rushmore that turned into hats. I'm always curious what Jane, I know what hat John's coming in with. He's coming in with the same Abilene Flying Bison hat, the original, like he's doing the OG. But when Kat or James comes in, I'm always curious, like, which one are they going to be wearing, and have we added it to our wish list? And the answer is yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the blue camo is pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you,
could
yeah.
wear that like at a Gym Ed event.
I mean, yeah, I wear my original
Yeah,
navy blue,
that's the one I have.
Mhm.
like, the flying A logo,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
like
yep.
I wear that a lot. It's got a lot of sweat stains. It probably need to replace it.
My white one with the flying A also has a lot of sweat.
But the good thing about being able to replace it, we know people that can
Yeah,
help us do
yeah.
that.
Yes, I'm gonna set up a Hodgepack discount that way. You
All
guys
right,
can
there you go.
be on it.
Yeah.
There you go.
John Stark, if you're
Just need
listening,
a
I'm
code.
just kidding. Yeah.
She was like, never mind.
Hey, no, I will tell you, if anybody can make it happen to be John. We talked to all last week with James.
Mhm.
No, with Riley. We talked about it with Riley
Oh,
last week. And we got to get him. I mean, he had a blast. We could have a hanging out in the hood segment. You're welcome.
I'm gonna write that down.
About the bobblehead night, which
Yep.
is the Raleigh Hood bobblehead night, is July 4th. Well, we talked about it, and we got done with it. Were we done with the show yet?
No, it was still going on.
We were still
John.
going, and John comes walking in, and we have a third baseman now.
Yeah.
He's trying to keep everything in front. And so, but last night, Kat, the
Yep.
Bison got the first win of the 2026 season.
Oh yeah.
At Abilene Christian University at Crutcher Scott Field, Bullet Brothers Stadium.
Mhm.
Again, congrats to Trackley getting to say that every night. So what was it like? Now, do you travel?
No, unless
Okay.
I want to go like on my own volition to, get content on a road game, which I did last year. Super fun. It was really cool.
Now,
to see
you
the
got
team.
San Antonio in the league. That
Yes.
might be a little Riverwalk fun
Yes,
to go hang
so
out.
we've already planned to go also because our owner, George Blessmeister, is obsessed with the Alamo.
Okay.
Do you remember the Alamo? Hey,
Based on your
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for inviting the granddaughter of Little Debbie, me here. I appreciate you for having me. But no, we plan to go to San Antonio. Really, I'd like to go to every stop, but it's just not as practical to travel there. But, to be in a new ballpark last night, it's a beautiful ballpark. I mean, I think we caused maybe a seismic event with the cowbells and the fans going crazy in the stands. So, I mean, we're so fortunate to have incredibly passionate fans who were at some points really heckling the crap out of the other team. And I can't do that, I guess. It's not as cool, but it's cool when fans do it. So we had an amazing time last night.
That's really good, and that ballpark is amazing, and we're gonna be there soon. Last night we had basketball practice. There's so many things going on in my
So many
life that it's
things.
hard to put but making time for a baseball game is definitely high on the list because hey, it's a good product. It's always fun. The in-game entertainment and
Oh, yeah.
everything that goes with it. It's
Inexpensive.
and
Yeah.
and that facility and it's not to trash the facilities at McMurray,
Of course.
but these facilities, I mean, it's Division I. I mean, so it's different and it's a great place to watch a ball game. You can get in the shade, get a little breeze, and it's comfortable and all the things. So I am looking forward to it.
Well, and I want to talk about, we mentioned going to San Antonio.
Yeah.
That was not a city previous.
No.
New league, Texas Collegiate League.
Yep.
And you're going to Seguin, you're going to Baton Rouge. I mean, it's a little bit more of a travel schedule.
Yep.
for y'all and for the league and everything. Because I'm looking, you've got, y'all were at Lake Charles, and so Sherman was the only group that came with you. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yeah, the Shadowcats came with us to the Texas Collegiate League. So, it's nice having someone, we kind of have a little bit of that fun rivalry established. People that, we're familiar with the owners and things like that. You know, and then on the other hand, it's been really nice to get to know these other teams, and there's real competitive play. You know, they want to work real hard. So, you know, of course, we always want to be the best, but it's really nice, you know, to be amongst other teams that are really putting it all out there on the field. And we saw that last night with the River Monsters. You know, it was a close game for quite a while, and fortunately, the Bison pulled ahead with a run by Sir Modric Bland to kick things off. So, you know, it was really exciting to see the way the players and the fans react, and it's always nice to win at home. So, you know, we're kind of hoping this kicks things off for a couple more wins this weekend, especially.
Kat, tell the listeners, how did you get involved with the Flying Bison?
It's a great question because I am from Chicago, and a lot of people are like, "What are you doing here?" And
You came for the weather.
I came for well, you know, I spent summers in Texas, winters in Chicago, and that really
That makes
freaks people
sense.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, understandably so. But so George Lesmeister, the owner, he called me. It was close your eyes. It was Friday. It was October 20th, 2023. It's a chill in the air. It's about 3:30. I thought he was getting fired from my previous job for no reason. And he said, "Hey, do you want to? I just bought a baseball team. Do you want to help a little bit with it?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, yes, say less. I'm a big sports fan." And so, you know, kind of fast forward, here we are now. But you know, I was just kind of helping out to start, and then I realized like this is really where I'm supposed to be. I think, you know, so it's been really fortunate to love what you do. You know, it's obviously hard work, but I feel very lucky to be part of the team.
So I know that the Bison are at the top of your list of favorite sports teams, but are we watching any other sports right now? NBA Finals? I mean, are there any other teams that are at the top of your list?
Yeah, so I'm a huge hockey fan. I have been personally offended by the New York Islanders since I was 11 by what they've done to me throughout my life. So that's you know, pretty off the beaten path for being in West Texas. But so I'm a huge hockey fan. I typically like to watch the finals. I mean, I like any playoff sports are so exciting. The NBA Finals, even now with the Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes, it's super exciting. But you know, I wasn't a huge baseball fan before this job. I didn't know a ton about it, and I was one of those people that's like, it's boring.
What I'm about to say,
Yeah.
I do not feel this about the sport I'm about to say.
Okay.
Of it being boring. The way you feel about baseball is the way we would feel about hockey.
Yeah.
I really don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Hockey's at least I can see I'm a big baseball fan, but I can see from the outside someone saying baseball is boring. It's slower. It's not as quick hit all the time as say hockey is. But there's a lot that goes into it. The more you know about it, the less boring it becomes.
Oh, now I'm in love. I'm crying over the intricacies of the sport, and you know.
But to Hodges' point, hockey is one of those things that I can watch it because people are flying around on the ice and just the puck's moving and
there's a fire.
They're changing while they're still playing, which just baffles me and all of that. But I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, it's
see, I think basketball ought to be able to do that. Hey, sub, go swat that.
You're in, you're out.
But again, last night. So, who do you think, Vegas or Carolina? Do you care who wins the Stanley Cup?
You know, our owner is a big Golden Knights fan, and Carolina Hurricanes. If you're listening, I know you are. I hate you guys. I'm rooting for the Golden Knights.
All right. So, if anybody's curious who Kat's rooting for, feel free to send her some Hurricane merch.
I know. I can also identify with her dislike of the New York hockey team.
Yeah.
Rivals, I guess, with the Blackhawks. Was that where that came from, or?
Yeah, you know, I because I live in Chicago, I get to go to a lot of Blackhawks games, which is awesome. And you know, for the most part, I can like any team. You know, one of those people that's just they're trying so hard, and I think it's beautiful. But you know, I can have beef also with anyone. On the other hand, you know, if you
curious, do you follow? I mean, are you embedded to every Chicago team? Are you a Bulls, Bears, Blackhawks?
Not too much.
I
would say mostly I'm a Cubs fan because of, you know, joining with the Bison, and now I watch more baseball than hockey, even in the off season. I love it so much. So I've become more of a Cubs fan just because I live a couple miles from Wrigley, and you know they're kind of the easiest to follow in terms of proximity. But I've been getting into the Bears. You know, they had a big season last year too. So
Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams is on the cover of Madden. There used to be people thought there was a jinx.
Yes.
If
You
were on the cover of Madden. In fact, they interviewed Ben Johnson this past week, and he had no comment. He didn't want to make
it. Yeah, you don't want to make it worse. Speaking of the Cubs, I was enthralled with watching them play baseball yesterday because they're playing the A's, and anytime there's an American League West team, you know, I want them to lose. And the A's gave up 6 runs in the bottom of the ninth. and
Oh. Good job.
Yeah, yeah, it
We're
was,
fans of that.
yeah, and so Wrigley was definitely hopping last
Oh, yeah.
night when I would pick that game up, so it was fun.
All right, so Kat, talk about it. We got a big weekend homestand this week.
Yes.
Another night, another game tonight with San Antonio. Again, first win last night being the River Monsters, which makes sense because they have a river walk. So watch out for those
Yeah.
monsters trying to get you over
Don't go swimming in there.
during the summer
I don't
break.
know that, so the monsters be what I'm afraid of, but I would not swim in there.
I'm afraid of something.
There's some monsters.
I don't know
up in- yeah. But tonight, the River Monsters, and then a couple of games with the Brazos Valley Bombers the next few days. And so talk a little bit about what people should expect to come out. Again, Josh mentioned home opener this weekend. Talk a little bit about what's happening.
Yeah, so tonight we're hosting a group from Dias and they're doing the national anthem. We're doing this camel hat giveaway, which is why I'm wearing it today. So it should be super fun. You know, we always like to host the Dias group at the Flying Bison. We always do it the first Friday, or usually the first Friday that we're home. So I think that's going to be a really special night. Tomorrow we're doing a beach towel giveaway sponsored by Frontier Texas. Our camel hats are sponsored by Warren Cat. So it's also really cool. That's another thing is we've gotten a lot of new partners this year. And so it's just been really fun to highlight them and work with them more closely. So we have a lot of fun games planned for in-game entertainment. We've really, I think, stepped it up this year. We have a video board, so we're popping crazy stuff up on there. So it should be a super fun weekend. We're excited to have people out. And like you guys said, I mean, we have even more hats, I think, than maybe you would even consider. And so I think we're probably around 200,000 hats at this point, which they're in my car all right now.
Just room for you and the cats.
Yes, yeah. Then we play on Sunday. It's our first Kids Day, so kids can on the bases after the game. It'll be the first bases run at Crutcher Scott Field for the Flying Bison. Then we're back Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we're on a little break. So it's a great weekend to come out and see the Bison before we hit the road on Thursday next week.
So there you go. Big homestand, San Antonio, the Brazos Valley Bombers coming to town, and then the fellow new members of the league, the Sherman Shadow Cats. So be sure to head out tonight. Again, Dias night tomorrow, opportunity for a beach towel for that vacation. And then, of course, the kids run the bases on Sunday. Kat, appreciate it.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you for giving us the discount
Of course.
and all the things that come with that. So again, catch a Abilene Flying Bison game soon, and as many as you can. Again, new venue, new season, new league, but still the same great entertainment that always comes with the Flying Bison. When we come back, we go from champions to a Hall of Famer, new inductee to the College Football Hall of Fame, James Washington, right after this.
Oh my God, you guys are so fun to be on. This is like the most fun way to start the day.
True, yeah,
It's
Fridays
really
are the
nice.
best.
Yeah, thank you
So
guys
good
so
to be
much.
with you.
It's nice to see. Yeah, thank you guys for having us on. And
Heck
you
yeah.
hit me up.
Oh, I
But I'm
will.
serious about that discount because
Okay.
you guys want to have stuff. I want you to.
Well, I do know we're gonna need a couple more.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Because I will be at a Groundwood for the 4th, and I was like, crap, I'm not
No,
gonna
for sure.
make it, but yeah, we
They're
will keep them.
cool. I will put this up. We have a bunch. So, we'll
So
put
my
some
son
aside.
Ethan and Riley grew up together.
Oh,
And
really?
so when I don't know, it's just fun to see
He's so
him.
sweet.
And Luke Nahara. So
Oh,
Luke
cool.
and Ethan
Yeah.
are best friends, my
Oh,
son.
nice.
And
That's
so
awesome.
when he joined the team, I was like, wait, what? I
Yeah,
was like,
put it on
this is
here.
awesome. Yeah,
It's
he's
perfect.
an incredible catcher.
Yeah.
So
it's
yeah,
been great.
he's been good. So
Yeah, I'll
anyway.
definitely put aside some of those for you guys. I'll
Yes.
put the evening thing.
Okay,
I'll see y'all soon.
all right,
Bye.
see you later. Yeah, I didn't realize that Luke had joined. And then I think Riley said there's somebody, and I was like, wait, what? I didn't even know that he joined. Because he was playing somewhere in Arkansas, and then he played, was it McMurray or Herman Simmons? I can't remember. Like he came home for the last year. And then I was on the lesson. So tennis. So what other sports did you play?
Everything was baseball.
Really? Okay.
My mom was like, you gotta do something, so I sit in the house.
That's right.
Wanted to eat. I wanted to eat, so.
Yeah.
I didn't like baseball just because I didn't believe in standing in a box and letting someone throw it.
A fastball at your head.
Fastball.
Yeah.
So one of my buddies, he took a fan, we were in Pony League at the time, he took a fan ball to the cheek, and his face blew up. I was like, oh,
That's why I have this bump on my nose. I took a ladder drop to the face.
I don't have to fight.
Yeah. And my nose has never been the same. One of my brothers, they were 3 years older. We were out messing around, I was probably like 10. He's like, I was
Drop that
fishing. He's
paper.
like, I'm gonna, put this ball down your throat, ha ha ha. And he did. And like, I had the laces, I mean, like I said, I was like 10. Laces all
Yeah,
over
you
my
could
face
scratch yourself with your
before, didn't
own
have money, I didn't go to the doctor. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, but yeah. That is how I got the bump on my nose. Straight line drop to the face.
I was fortunate, well, the irony is I never got hurt playing baseball, I did, but like, was getting smoked in the shin playing slow pitch softball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I decided I think my chances get hit by 300 pounds.
Yeah.
That's going across the middle.
Yeah.
All right, James, if you'll come here, we'll,
Here, James,
and-
you come over here.
So I gotta correct you. So it's not college Hall of Fame. It's OSU's like Hall of Fame thing.
okay,
When K-Texas did that, I told her after, I was like, it's not like the big Hall of Fame. It's OSU like Hall of Honor.
okay,
So
okay.
it's, yeah.
Here, you can sit here, get comfortable, however you wanna be. Is the camera good angle or do they need to switch? We okay?
No, it's good.
Good, good, good. Okay, cool.
I think we got Russell Oku getting inducted though for OSU.
Okay. Cause I saw it when they posted it, it said College Football Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it was just a misunderstanding. Yeah.
So I do want to talk about getting to play for one of the most legendary franchises in the Steelers. Welcome back to the Hodgeback Sports Life and everything in between. Again, we're in hour number 2, brought to you by Coleman County State Bank. We appreciate Kat Duque coming in and talking to Abilene Flying Bison. Don't forget, NBA Game 2 of the NBA Finals in San Antonio. The Spurs try to tie it up before having to go to Madison Square Garden. Joining us in studio, he's state champion, Bolitnikoff Award winner, dominated the Roby JV basketball team when I was coaching. I'm sure that's on his resume somewhere. Joining us in our Potosi Live studio, again, Hall of Famer, getting inducted into the Oklahoma State Cowboy Hall of Honor. Joining us, James Washington.
Sir, how are you guys? Glad to be here.
We're glad to have you here. You got a busy weekend. You got a ballet recital and a lot of things going on.
For sure, I'll just be the driver and getting all the bags out.
There you go. Bags and get the flowers. I learned that.
Yeah.
I married a ballerina, and you got to be sure to have flowers when the show is over. And so, James, again, appreciate you. And we'll talk about he's doing some stuff locally with some athletes. We'll get an opportunity for him to share about that. But James, your career started. I mean, I remember the draft day. Where were y'all on draft day when you got drafted by the Steelers?
We were out at the Stagecoach there in Stanford.
And got selected by the Pittsburgh Steelers. And what was that like? You know, you grow up. When did playing in the NFL become a, you know what? I'm from Stanford, Texas, but I think this is a possibility.
I think for me it was draft night, especially just having all my family there and hearing Coach Tomlin, Mr. Rooney, all those guys call me, and just hearing some unfamiliar voices and just knowing, you know, all the times of playing tackle football and the goat heads and weeds and everything we played in and went through, you know, it finally paid off. But at that time when we were doing it, we didn't have any intentions on me getting there. So it definitely paid off.
And then what, of course, I remember, I guess it would be when you're being recruited by coaches like Mike Gundy and Division I, at that time, Power 5 schools. What was that like when they were coming to Stanford, Texas? What other coaches that were looking at you besides OSU?
So one day I was outside in ag class, I was welding a hog trap, and Gary Patterson and Sonny Cumby came to the ag shop and came in there and talked to me while I was welding. So it was pretty cool. But they were like, we've never came and seen a guy and he's out here wheeling on a hog trap. But that's what I did. I sold him. And so I talked to him. I had a few small schools. I was actually committed to Texas State for about 6 months. And then that's when Oklahoma State came in. And I mean, you know, you got to accept that. So took a visit, ended up accepting that. And then OU came in late, very late. But I mean, it's one of them things. I was already committed, so I wanted to stay loyal and true.
Right.
So I did, and it all paid off.
So got to play for Coach Gundy. Oklahoma State, that was the last team camp that I took our players to when I was coaching at Roby. Stillwater and Oklahoma State is kind of, I mean, it's a pretty cool town. What was that like being, I mean, and now we've got a lot of big country kids going to Oklahoma State.
It was like a glorified Stanford. You know what I mean? It was in the summertime, you knew that there was no one there because college was out, because college made up most of the population. But as far as the people there, everyone was willing to help you. Everyone was loving. Everybody had that Southern, you know, hospitality. So it was nice being there.
Yeah, that obviously I've had the opportunity to watch you on TV from Stanford to Oklahoma State to the Steelers, and then I was very disappointed that your Cowboys tenure didn't work out because I had big expectations, and I know the injury kind of got in the way of that. But it's really quite an honor. We've had a lot of guests that I've enjoyed speaking to, but when I heard you're going to be on the show, I was actually like giddy about it. Like you are truly, you're in the Big Country Hall of Fame. You know, like truly a local legend. And I've never heard anything bad about you, so it's good to be able to sit and visit with you. What was it, you talked about, going to the Steelers, like Coach Tomlin, obviously one of the better football coaches that's ever lived. How was it making that move from, Stanford, Stillwater to Pittsburgh?
So I'll give a lot of that to Casey Dunn, our receiver coach at Oklahoma State. So he coached at Seattle. He coached running backs, and he played a little Canadian ball for a little bit. So he kind of conditioned me to the way those coaches' mindset are. Kind of got me with the political game too. But he was just a hard-nosed coach. He had like his stepdad was like a military background, so everything was hard. When it hurt, he'd just come up to you and say, "Well, that's good." Hey, I dislocated my finger. Hey, that's good. He's like, there's always there's always something better to look at it, and he just kind of conditioned my brain to just in the situations that suck, just to feel good about it.
And I think, and I'm going to ask about Tomlin in a minute, but I think people forget, and rightfully so, Tomlin to Gundy at the college level, Saban, Sean McVay, you mentioned all these head coaches, and rightfully so that they are important and all that. But people forget how crucial those position coaches are, because that's who you're around so much, on how much of an impact they make, as well as a guy like Mike Tomlin.
No doubt. No, he was a big part. And to be honest with you, I couldn't read coverages before I got to college. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know how to read coverages. I mean, he was like a dad to me away from home. So.
Well, because if you think about it, when you're at Stanford,
you just out-athlete everybody.
You're going to run a 9 route, ask that guy, and Hagen's going to throw it to you. You're going to run a slant, and they're not going to catch you. Basically, that's the play. And then you start looking at so who would you say was the guy? Let me ask you this, and I'm like Josh. Again, the joke it was, and I made a JV comment, was one of my last years coaching at Roby, James was a freshman. And he even said this earlier that I think that was my prove it game. Well, we were playing Stanford and we had a JV game, and James was on the JV and he's dunking it during pregame. Well, my JV kids are down there trying to make a layup. And we did not win that JV game. But then you start thinking about being starstruck. And we've been fortunate enough on this show to have people, and they say, don't meet your heroes. They'll probably disappoint you. But in the same breath, when you have us tell us that we're kind of starstruck by you, what was it like meeting some of those guys that you might have watched, whether it be Big Ben or somebody? What was it like meeting those people for you?
For me, it was like when I first met Ben, it was kind of shaky, you know, like I don't want to mess up. Like we're going routes on air, pat and go, like, hey, you better not drop this ball. Because I watched Ben one time, a kid dropped the ball and he yelled at him. He's like, get out. I don't want you in my line no more. And I'm like, oh God, like, I can't be that guy. Like we're doing this at training camp. And then we got Antonio Brown in line.
Right.
We got Juju Smith-Schuster. I mean, there was guys. And so I'm just trying not to mess up basically at this point. And then, I mean, especially the time we played the Patriots, Tom Brady, like been on the field with some of those guys. But you kind of got to sit back and say, hey, I've put in the work. I'm at the same level as these guys. So you just kind of got to find that fine line and relax and just play game, just play ball. They lace their cleats up the same way you do. But like you say, we all have heroes and we all have models that we look up to.
Did you get to meet any that you were like, did James Washington become a kid at any point on the field? Like, hey, wow, that's so-and-so.
I did, but you know how guys are. We're going to try to play it cool.
Right.
Hey, Tom.
I'm not going to be that guy.
Yeah.
Right. Wouldn't expect it, but that's one of those things. Obviously, you got to try to play it cool. You don't want to, you're not like, I don't know, having a teeny bopper moment, but at the same time, you're just being that, like being able to say that, like you said, you lace your cleats up the same way, but you earned it. You went out there and like you're a bona fide NFL player. It's not just like
had a great, I mean,
yeah.
and I know, and he would tell you, injury and stuff, but your run with Steelers was, I mean, it was fun. And then when you start thinking about it, and this is weird, and I'm glad it's our show and we can do what we want. I remember, and this sounds weird, but like picking James, like I'm picking a kid from Stanford I coach against for my fantasy football team.
Right. That's probably what went wrong with the injuries is you picked him.
Yeah, I apologize, James. That is my fault. I feel like I should write an apology letter to anybody I draft because it's my fault. But being able to have that run and understand, and of course, getting honored. I mean, Bolendikov, for those that don't know, when you get that award, that means the peers, the people, think you are the best wide receiver in college football. That's what it is. The Heisman of the receiver award, and James won that. And so, but going back to, because no doubt Big Ben's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Mike Tomlin's going to be in the Hall of Fame. The Steelers, if the organizations were Hall of Fame eligible, the Steelers would be a Hall of Fame organization. Talk a little bit about Tomlin and Ben, what qualities, and knowing that if I needed something, I could call this guy.
Right. With Coach Tomlin, I'll start with him. He's just real transparent. He'd always tell us the standard is the standard.
Yep.
So whether that's, hey, we're going to come out here and we're going to run these certain number of plays and they're all going to be good. Like that's the standard. It's not going to be worse. It's not going to be better. It's going to be right where we want it. But as far as him and the way he handled the young men coming into the NFL, he treated you like, not like you were just the low man on the totem pole, but he made it uncomfortable just so that he could see who you became once adversity hits. Once you drop a ball and we need you, or you drop a fourth down ball, or whatever it may be. And Ben was kind of the same way. They were just kind of like the 1-2 punch. Seemed like they were best friends, like they hung out outside the facility and stuff too. But they were just guys who they gravitated toward guys who just wanted to be there. Like Coach Tomlin would always say, I don't want hostages, I want volunteers. So if you wanted to be there, perfect. If not, you're going to find somebody that wants to be there.
Was Ryan Clark already gone by the time you got there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he was.
He always seemed like he's one of my guys that I liked, that was a big fan of, like, the standard is the standard.
Yes.
That's what they always said.
Kind of glad he was. They said he hit pretty hard.
He didn't care if it was practice.
No, he did.
So do you still stay in contact with any of your Steelers or NFL folks?
So I still talk to Juju quite regularly. He's just signed with the Giants, so I'm glad he's getting another opportunity. He's actually getting married next month, so he's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And was he on one of the Super Bowls with
Kansas
Mahomes?
City?
Yeah.
He was.
I thought he was
He
Super Bowl
got on
champion.
Super Bowl, for sure.
Question: do you have time for one more? Yeah. All right, we're gonna go to break. When we come back, we're gonna talk. We'll talk more football. We'll talk about the Oklahoma State, but the opportunity for you Again, James is trying to help create the next opportunity for that phone call on NFL Draft Night. When we come back, more James Washington right after this.
Okay, I want to make sure I'm getting my notes ready so I can post this. You said it's the Oklahoma State Hall of Honor?
Yes.
Okay, Hall of Honor inductee. All right. I wanted to make sure I had that correct.
And Misty, jump in on any questions.
Yeah, no, I'm just like enjoying hearing all about it because I love those type of questions. Like, what was the transition like? Like when you said Ben was like, get out of here, get off the line. You're like, oh God, I'm next. Like, I can't even imagine that feeling.
I was in front of like 11,000 fans at Latrobe at the training camp. Cause that's when Ben's like on the edge, like he's really trying to figure out what guys are gonna be for him during the season. So he's real picky about what's going on. So.
What did you do to like, did you do anything to like, how did you prepare for that? To just be like chill, like you said, they lace up just like I do.
You really can't, it just happens.
Just
Yeah.
go out there and try, just
Seriously.
do what you know.
Seriously.
Yeah. I just can't imagine the nerves of that. Like, ugh.
But I think that's true, you know, like watching Texas Tech play Texas yesterday in softball, you know, their shortstop, like, she
Tony,
melted down, you know,
Yeah,
had
she
made some errors and it just kind of started piling up, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Some people know how to get over it and some people don't, and I don't know that you can train it. I just
Yeah,
think
it just, you have it.
Well, I feel pressure is real.
Yeah.
Well, Tony, I mean, like I said, last night, those were costly errors. I mean.
Well, yesterday we played in the scramble at Fairway, and the pot had gotten up to a pretty decent amount of money, so we played eights-em so nobody could cheat and gimmies. Well, this group that we were playing with, they had about a 4-footer for birdie, and most of us will say, "Oh, that's good. Y'all wouldn't miss that 4 times." Well, they missed it 4 times, and I think it was because it was about it was a $4,000 putt. Oh, they missed it 4
I know,
times,
and that's,
and then you come back in and found out they lost by 1 stroke,
And it was out.
and it was out.
see, and that's what I'm saying, that's just
And I don't
some
care.
slacks playing golf, you know, like you're not on national TV, you know, like. but
Fans
you're-
yelling
Yeah,
at you.
I cannot imagine.
Like,
You're coming down to whether or not your tour card is on the line for this putt,
Yeah.
and they're doing this.
or like with James, it's like, you have a bad camp your rookie year, then they let you go and you might not ever get a place to play again. You know, like,
This might
just-
be a silly question, but I'm just curious. How do they pick the numbers? Are they just like, here's your jersey? Or like, do you have any say in what number you get?
You do, but if some older guy has your number.
Yeah.
You either gotta fork over a little money, or there's just every once in a while there's some nice older guys that's like, you know what, here, you can have it. But if you're a first round pick, you get whatever number you want.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you gotta kind of.
Because like I think James White, but not James, but Miles Garrett, somebody, I don't remember the deal. Somebody had 90.
Doing a Ford.
Yeah, somebody had 95.
Who was it? Doing a Ford.
Yeah, he had 95, and so they figured out a way to. Now, granted, Miles $40 million a year, he could afford to
Right.
stuff up to the Ford.
Well,
So any
that's like
significance
when-
to like 13?
No, just what they had.
Brandon
Okay.
Nimmo,
Okay.
Brandon
I'm
Nimmo
just
came to the Rangers and someone had his number and he gave him a Rolex, you know, like,
Yeah.
to get his number, you know, like.
I've heard of guys paying like 500,000. Yeah, I know Jerry. Trying to remember who was it. Jerry made someone pay. It was the linebacker, Jalen Smith. I can't remember what number he went to, but it was retired. It was 9 when he wore 9. Jerry made him pay him like 500, 600,000 to wear that because he would lose jersey sales because it was Romo's.
Yeah.
So he made him pay.
Smith to Romo may not be the same dollar.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, Misty, feel free to pop in with Josh.
Yeah,
'cause
no, like I said, I've
Yeah.
just been enjoying it but I was just thinking about the numbers thing. Didn't know if 13
And I
was
said it a while
significant.
ago, but I always heard just how much of a stand-up guy you were just in life. And to hear you talk and some of the, like, it seems very true.
I
So,
grew up with older parents, so humble was what I was taught.
They weren't playing around with
The minute you
Basically,
thought
what
you
he's
were-
saying, he'd want his boys to be like you.
you. Yeah.
The minute you thought you were something, my mom cut you down. She didn't care where we were. She grew up in church.
I love it.
Yeah, people that grew up in church that got thumped in the back of the head would get
Yeah.
reported today.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Hodgeback Sports Life and everything in between. It's been a fun Friday. We're continuing that weekend. We've got Oklahoma State legend going into their Ring of Honor, Hall of Honor. James Washington joining us this morning, and we've been talking Steelers, football, all the things. So we don't miss this because I think we're probably kind of giddy and as well on getting to talk to you and knowing that you literally say I talk to Juju all the time is pretty cool. I want to talk first. Tell our listeners what you're doing right now with some local athletes.
So I'm training receivers and tight ends, really any skill position up at the field house. But I tell guys this, and I tell those guys this same thing as well. I'm more so trying to train their minds because everyone can be an athlete. Everyone can go catch a football. Everyone can run a route. But it's the times when you drop a pass, or it's the times when you don't believe in yourself, or someone who you think believes in you kind of gets onto you and you feel like, hey man, this guy doesn't believe in me anymore. It's for those times where you can kind of get through it yourself. And I'm really just trying to help guys get to the next level, to be honest with you.
So when you start thinking about that, again, I've been out of coaching for 15 years. You talked about having older parents, and Josh was talking about just all the great stuff that we've heard about you that has been real. Have you learned, because one of the things I hear a lot now from not necessarily coaches, but kids aren't as tough. Like they crater a lot sooner than we did, or even you did back in, late mid 2000s or whatever. What are you using and encouraging them? Hey, it's not going to be the last ball you drop. You got to be ready for the next one.
For sure. I like to just mental toughness. Like I'm going to run you to death, and you're going to be hot. You're going to be tired. And you're going to drop passes, and that's all right, because I've dropped plenty myself, but it's a good thing we're dropping them in practice. Right. So if we can get your mind to think, hey, it's hot, it sucks, I'm bleeding, my lungs hurt, my quads hurt, but hey, I still have to go catch this 4th and 12 to win the game. If you can train your mind to get in those positions normally, everything else will be even killed. I don't care what position or what deal you get in, you'll be able to overcome it.
So what if folks, are you full up? Are you taking more? What if
it's still taking more? I mean,
how would they get connected and sign up?
If you just call the field house, Jess and Rob, they'll get you guys taken care of for sure.
So if you've got an athlete, what's your ages that you're working with?
Any age. I don't care if you've never played receiver. Come on up. We'll do what we can do.
So if you've got an athlete wanting to do something this summer, reach out to the field house. We'll put that number. We'll give them Misty, put it on our Facebook page, and reach out to them. Who did you say? Jeff and Rob?
Jess and Rob. Yes, sir.
Jess and Rob. You can reach out to them if you want to work again with a guy that's been there and done that, and from a lot of levels of winning a state championship in football, being recruited D1, basketball, football, and honestly, you probably could have played anything. I mean,
with my height, I probably could have played basketball.
Yeah,
I couldn't dribble.
and then of course playing at the NFL level. So if you've got kids that doing that, I think you should. Have you ever played yourself on a video game?
I have, but it's kind of weird. So I would play with the Steelers a lot, and use my guy on there, but it just didn't feel real. So I was like, I'm just gonna play with somebody else.
Yeah. But I get over, y'all went to Pittsburgh for a baseball game last year. What was it like from Stanford? Because you said a glorified Stanford with Stillwater. What was it like being in the big city of Pittsburgh?
Congested. I mean, it's like every house was on top of each other. You probably had 10 feet between the house next to you, because we stayed on Mount Washington. So, I mean, every house was just compact. And it was hills. But I'll tell you one thing. I love the weather, especially in the summer up there. It's perfect. It's perfect weather, but it gets pretty cold.
Yeah, but we obviously weren't there during the winter, and I know it probably could have some brutalness to it, but Pittsburgh itself, just the time that I spent there, which was not very much, and we went to went to PNC for 3 games but just that whole area, it's nice and the people were nice. You know, like you talk about the Southern hospitality and how we're used to that here, and the more up in that way, sometimes it's, not as much, but in general, walking around in that area of Pittsburgh, people are nice, and they're definitely fans.
For sure, die hard. I'd always joke with my buddies. It was like, I don't know if you guys came through the tunnel when it opened up. You saw like the stadium, baseball, PNC Park,
Yes.
all that. I would always joke and say, it was like when you come out of the stadium, it was like, I kind of need a hard hat. You come through, you put your hard hat on, you got the blue collar guys, the steel factory. So,
Lunch pail.
yeah, for sure. It was like, and then Coach Tom would always say, when you come to work, bring your lunch pail because we're working today.
So do you still talk to him, or would he?
I haven't talked to him. They actually did like a send-off Zoom call not too long ago, which I missed it. But Coach Tomlin's gonna always be a legendary.
Yeah. Well, and I'm curious on what it'll be like him in TV. Think he'll be good at TV?
I think he will, because he knows how to play the political role. He knows how to talk, and everyone loves to hear him talk just because he doesn't hold back. Like, he's gonna tell you what he feels.
Yeah.
Okay, James, I asked this question to everybody that comes on the show, any of our athletes. So I want to know, did you have a game day ritual?
I love breakfast burritos.
Oh, there you
I
go.
love we had a breakfast burrito shop in Stanford that I'd always go to, like almost every morning before school. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do something, and that was my ritual. I do that, and then I play a game of Madden before I go, just to kind of get my mind set in the frame of football. And because it was always weird times. Like, we'd stay at the hotel, you'd go home for about an hour or two, get dressed, go to the stadium. You got to be there 3 hours early, so you don't have much time. So you have to get up, get that stuff going, and get to the stadium. Because if not, you're gonna get fined if you get there late. Because traffic's pretty.
I got to make sure that.
Yeah.
So was that like, were y'all driving? Did y'all have?
Yeah. No, we drove. They did have a bus for guys that didn't have cars, like younger guys.
Yeah.
But if you've been there, you drove.
Yeah. Because I just can't. You think about it, all the production and all the things that go into. And you mentioned Stanford. Okay, we're going to leave. We're going to load the yellow dog. We're going to drive up to Haskell. We're going to play. We'll get somewhere to eat. And then we come home. Yeah. The production of leading up to and all that for an NFL game, or even really probably the same for Oklahoma State. What were the two different? What would you say the two biggest difference between Oklahoma State and playing in the league?
The production meeting. So like some guys they interviewed before the game in the NFL. College, it was like we all showed up. Yeah, you had media recording you getting off the bus, whatever it may be, warming up. But at the Steelers, it was like they wanted you there 3 hours early because you had to be ready an hour before warm-ups. Then you go out, warm up, come in, and then you go through all the pregame rituals. We pray in the showers, players, and the whole deal. But it was after is what got you. Like, you may be there 3 hours after the game. Yeah, because you have interviews, you have signing, you have fans, private deals. There's just so much.
And not that I don't think this will be the last time we have James Washington in studio. What is your favorite NFL memory? Do you have one?
I would probably say the year Ben got hurt and I had to play with Mason and Devlin Hodges.
Yeah, who just married Laney Wilson.
For sure.
For those that are curious, this is not this Hodge. Hodge isn't married. He is now Mr. Wilson.
Man, that guy kicked his coverage. But that's my boy, man. Me and Duck, we go way back and we still talking. But it was just fun just because I got to play with Mason again as my quarterback.
And for those that are curious, Mason Rudolph was his quarterback at Oklahoma State.
Yes, sir. And nothing against Ben and those, but it was fun to play with Mason again, and then him and Duck switched out. But it was probably one of my best years there, to be honest with you.
Well, and you got to reconnect with.
Sure.
And did that help having him there, even as the backup to Ben, having Mason there?
It did, because Mason was in those quarterback meeting rooms, so he could tell me everything I needed to know before. So he knew what plays we were going to run. Hey, you might need to do this on this route. Coach said this in the meeting. So he kind of gave me some heads up pointers. I appreciate him a lot on that.
Well, and I just think, and again, that network, and I go back to the people we meet and all the things. And this show has opened up doors for us from the different people that have had on the show and talked to and all that. But then it looks like the doors that you're talking about, I mean, you're friends with Lainey Wilson's husband.
Sure.
And then Juju. And do you ever still talk to Antonio? How is he?
No, I don't talk to them.
I
I didn't really feel like they liked me and Mason once we got there because they being an AB kind of felt like I thought they did, but they felt like we were here to replace them. But it wasn't that. I was just here to learn from them.
Right.
I can remember the time my rookie deal where they make you go buy snacks. It was 1 a.m. and I had to go to the local Walmart in Latrobe and buy Antonio Brown some toothpaste. Toothpaste. Out of all things, you just wanted a tube of toothpaste. But I did it, and then we had a rookie dinner, and these guys ran a tab of $36,000.
Did y'all have to pay?
Yes, because Antonio Brown wanted these Louis the 13. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it's like $8,000 a bottle.
Oh, wow.
This guy ordered 2 of them. But I mean, it's just one of those deals. I wanted to fight before I got out of there, but
But you wanted to play.
but I wanted to play, so I was like, you know what, here, take it.
Well, James, I appreciate it. Hey, shout out! You got a big how many numbers is the daughter in on the recital?
I have no idea. I am just gonna be there.
There you go. James is
Smile on
a
my face.
girl dad and will be there. Can we get you to come back maybe sometime?
Yes, sir, for sure. I'd love to.
All right. Again, James Washington being inducted into the Oklahoma State Hall of Honor. And again, great guy. Appreciate it. And how's the ranching life going? All right.
Doing good. We're expanding.
There you
Got
go.
some more land, so we're getting there.
There you go. All right. We appreciate it. Hey, thank y'all for being here. Don't forget next week, Cancer Society Golf Tournament. Josh is playing in it. Misty will be there. I'll be there. Have a great weekend. We'll have more Hodgeback Sports Life and everything in between.
Man, that was good. Yeah, I'm like, you could just stay here for hours.
So your birthday is April 2nd?
Yes, sir.
All right, when I was looking at your stats before the show, I was just
Did
looking
Josh
at
share birthdays?
Yeah, my birthday is April 2nd.